Welcome to our Realtor Spotlight, weekly spotlight. I'm Richard Whittington. Today we've got DEIDRE Beach with us.
Thank you for having me.
So you are a native Oklahoman, right?
I am.
I kind of looked you up a little bit more today to learn a little bit more about you personally, but just so I didn't get blindsided, but you're from Moore.
I am from Moore, born and raised in Big Moore, Oklahoma.
So you went to Moore High School.
Moore High School, the old Moore High School.
Okay, there was no others, right?
Not at that time.
What year did you graduate?
93.
93. Okay, so
Wait, no, there was
Westmore. Yeah, it came in like 89. Okay, because, yeah, okay. But anyway.
But I was still at the original.
You went to the original. School. Okay. Yes. Was that a big deal, the rivalry then, or was Westmore just nothing at that point?
Oh, no, Westmore was.
They were a big deal?
They weren't the best Moore, like I thought. But, yeah, they were a big
now,
deal.
Is that just coming from your pride, or because I would always, under the assumption Westmore was always a better place to be.
So probably my pride.
Okay. I got you. So you grew up in Moore, and again, my remembering of you is always real estate. Has your family always been in real estate, or
yes,
your folks?
Yes. Literally born and raised in real estate.
Okay, so your mom?
Yes, mom was a realtor. She's now retired, but over 40 years. So the dinner talks was always some kind of real estate talk.
Who was she with?
She was, oh goodness, Carousel Realty for years. Then we purchased Carousel Realty and the franchise Coldwell Banker.
Okay.
So
you and her and.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
Yes.
So at what point was that? What year was that?
That was, oh goodness, around 94 on Carousel Realty, and then 97 Coldwell Banker. We purchased the franchise.
Who was the original Carousel?
Bill Hall.
Bill Hall. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was before me, I think.
Yeah, Bill Hall.
So, and then
he passed away, and then we purchased the company from him.
Okay.
Or his wife. At the
How
time.
many realtors were there then?
About, oh goodness, 25 to 30.
What were the splits back then?
Totally,
were they 50-50?
Totally different thing. They ranged from 60 to 40, 70 30, 80 20. We had a couple that were 90 10.
Okay.
More 70 30.
How do you manage 4 different splits and people get along? It seems to me that would be chaos.
It was different, but it ranged from their expertise, how long they had been there.
Right.
Sometimes it would start over annually.
Okay.
But yeah, it was manageable.
Okay.
And it was the way. I mean, it was the way they did it.
Right.
In all companies.
Right. I remember when my folks got in. This was back in the 80s. Yeah, their splits were like, it was 50-50, and that was like acceptable at that point.
Right.
Yeah, the brokers were killing it back then, I guess. So,
it's okay.
So did you ever do anything besides real estate?
Well, I worked at First Fidelity Bank because my mother wanted me to feel like I had a real job, at least at some point in my life. So through high school, 1 year, actually it was not through high school. I just graduated, started at OU. I knew I wanted to do real estate, but I wanted to get my business degree as well. And so for a year while going to OU, I worked at First Fidelity Bank.
Did you get your degree?
And I did.
You did?
Business
That's
management.
Good. Impressive.
To really help me.
Right. I bet it's somewhat, maybe.
Yeah, somewhat. But I knew I wanted to do real estate. But
you always knew it.
I did. For the most part, I did. I worked at my mom's office at the time through high school.
Where was that office?
4th and where it still is.
Okay.
It's
Tower?
still there, 4th and Tower.
Okay. Is that, what is that now? Is that Realty?
Realty Experts.
Okay. Okay. And that was kind of a branch off of the
It
original
was. The
Carousel.
gentleman that owns it now also worked for us for
Monty,
many years.
right?
Randy Tarleton.
Oh, Randy.
And
okay.
now Monty does partner with him as well. But it was originally Randy.
I got you. So you enjoy being a realtor?
I love it. I love it. I can't imagine doing anything else.
So, but you also do property management.
I do property management.
How did that come into play?
So that was nothing that was ever planned. But my previous husband passed away, and I was at home for just a couple of months after that, just taking some me time. I got a phone call from a State Farm insurance agent that said he had a client that had 4 or 5 properties and needed a property manager. Would I be interested in doing that? And I thought, well, I've never done property management. And so my mother said, I think this is what you need to get back into it and emotionally everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it on, and her 5 properties grew to now almost 80. I don't even know what number I'm at, 80, 82
A
properties.
bunch.
So
Yeah, it's a good deal for
I'm
you.
a crazy realtor. I
Right.
enjoy it. I love it. As you know, I got my husband Scott into real estate,
Right.
and so he's helping me with property management as well.
You boss him around?
Never.
Never. So has the relationship changed since he's become a realtor and you're together now in that part of it?
Of course, it's better.
No, I'm being serious. I have some experience in that,
Right.
and it didn't end well. But for me, but I just curious, what's changed in that part of it for you?
Actually, we talked a lot before he got his license.
That's great.
Because that was a very big concern of mine.
Right.
And it's been fine. You know, he does public adjusting insurance stuff. So
He still does that.
He still does
Right.
that, and that keeps him busy in other ways as well. So
Right.
No, it's been good. It's been good so far. It's been a few months.
Right. I think my first recollection of you was when you had Vintage Farms.
Mm-hmm.
You had Tom Pollard's homes.
New homes, yes.
And I remember, Tom had given me a listing somewhere else. Mm-hmm. I don't remember where it was, and I tried to get the listings in Vintage Farms. This is when, I guess you were with Caldwell Banker.
Uh-huh.
I guess I don't remember the signs seemed like they were different then. But anyway, I'd never understood why he wouldn't let me have the listings, and you had them.
Right.
And I didn't know you, and I don't think we ever had a cross sell. And until I met you, I still looked at Tom. I'm like, what were you thinking? Why wouldn't you let me? And then now I get it. So now that you work with us, now that you're here, then it makes sense why Tom kept you.
Well, thank you.
But,
thank you, I think. No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
And this morning when I told you I was kind of looking up a little bit about you, the one thing that what I admire about you is I feel like you do great business. You don't sell crazy tons of houses. You do good business, but with the property management that's always expected to come in every month, that you get that. You've created a life for yourself you can go do what you want to do. You travel. Mm-hmm. You guys seem to go and do whatever you want to do when you want to do it, and then you come back at 7:30 at night and whatever time you come by the office and work. And you've made it work for you. I'm guessing. It seems mm-hmm. to me like you've managed that. The chaos that real estate brings everybody, it doesn't seem to affect you. Does that sound?
No, that's right on, and that was really my plan, my purpose.
Right.
Obviously, with losing a husband at a young age, I know that we're blessed to have this life, and I want to be able to go and do as I want to do.
Right.
Not have to wait until later, in case I don't have that time.
Right.
And so with the help I have around our office and these days and Wi-Fi, you can be anywhere.
True.
And do your business.
Right.
And Susan will harass me because I'll call her. I need you to go put a sign up on this yard, or I need you to go sign a
She'll
contract
put signs
on
out for
this
you
home if I'm gone. But
I
take care of her. I don't abuse that because
okay.
I want to be able to travel, and I don't expect her just to do stuff.
Right.
And
okay.
So that helps us be able to do what we want to do as well.
That's awesome. What is, and I'll end it here. What's something about you that most people don't know?
Oh, goodness. I don't know. I'm a pretty open book for the most part.
Yeah,
Everyone
that's what
knows
they
I
all
love
say.
to travel. Scott would probably go before Piper, our dog. I don't know that that's anything about me. He's probably listening.
He might be, or he will listen. What? No, I mean, here's some of the answers I've received so far. I've never had a job. Mm-hmm. That was one that we got. I'd like to take cold showers. That was one.
I heard that.
Yeah, I mean, so they're really random. One was I'm going to buy a Tesla. I don't know, but
well, I'm probably not the athletic-looking type. I played tennis in high school.
Oh wow, they had a tennis team.
They had a tennis team back then.
And
yeah.
Where did you go anywhere with it, or
no.
Did you make it out of the
I definitely
city?
knew it then. I needed to stay in real estate.
Okay, so you weren't like all city, all.
Yeah, no, not near it.
All team. You weren't even all team.
I made the team.
Okay, good. That's great. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming, checking it out. We'll see you next week.